Hello guys, once again welcome back to the session. Very good evening. In continuation to the previous session, that is numbers lesson 1, we just quickly get on to the numbers lesson 2. Before getting into that, let me quickly introduce about myself. My name is Kabilan. I'm a mechanical engineer and I've been in the teaching field for more than 3 years, and I've trained over more than 2000 students to crack their management exams, and I've also converted various Indian School of Managements. And if you like my sessions and video, kindly don't forget to follow me in the Unacademy Learning app and also in our Telegram channel, Unacademy_Kabilan, where you can personally contact me and clarify all your doubts and queries related to the CAT preparation. Okay. And you can also join us on the social media platforms, that is in our YouTube channel and in our Telegram channel. And most importantly, talking about the subscription part, it's going to end soon. So when it comes to the Unacademy Plus subscription for CAT 2021, you can take my discount code KAPI10 to get absolute 10% off. So that for 1 year it's going to be 15,750, and for 2 years it is 18,900. So you can if you really want to get the subscription for your CAT 2021, you can take it up very soon. Why? Because the price hike is happening soon. As you know already, the price hike, it has been fixed for for 1 year it's going to be 17,500. After the price hike happens, it's going to be 22,550. So there's going to be an absolute price hike for both the plus batch and the iconic batch. For 2 years, it's going to be 32,800. So if you really want to join it as soon as possible. And most importantly, the weekly scholarship test, the thing which is happening every week under Unacademy Combat Challenge. It is happening on the 21st of March, time exactly at 12 p.m. And most importantly, you can register now for free absolutely just by using my unlock code KAPI10. And also it will be super fast and fun, where you can check literally where you stand in the All India Live Leaderboard if you want to attend the Unacademy weekly scholarship test. And most importantly, you can also identify and rectify your weak areas to the detailed solutions that we provide. And also it's going to be the largest scholarship test for CAT exam. Okay. And if you somehow manage to become if you can able to top the chart in the Unacademy scholarship test, you can win exciting scholarships up to 55 plus lakhs. So definitely it's one beautiful opportunity for you guys to take it up, and here it is for you, the iconic batch for CAT 2021. So what makes it different from the plus batch is that you'll be getting all the benefits of plus. Along with that, you'll be put up with a personal mentor who will be assisting you in your preparational process 24/7 throughout your exam. And also the mentor will be a graduate from the top B schools. So it's going to be a proper test analysis and reports provided for you, with concentrating on other management entrance tests as well. Okay, so definitely it's going to be a learning curve for you guys if you take up the CAT subscription iconic batch 2021. Okay, and most importantly, one amazing feature called Ask a Doubt, which you can use it while if you incur a doubt anyway while doing your preparational process. You can straightly open your Unacademy Learning app, go for the option called Ask a Doubt on the screen, and you can simply take a picture of the question which really troubles you for the solution, and just try to crop it down with the exact image of the specific question, and make sure you try to mention the topic under which it falls under. Okay, after doing so, send it to us and we will take care about the rest. We'll be sending you the solution ASAP. Okay, and here we have the testimonials for Unacademy Crack CAT 2020 with who secured 99 percentile and provided absolute flying colors. And if you really want to be one for the next year, that is for CAT 2021, you can start enrolling in our batches, which are kick-starting on 17th of March. It's going to be complete weekday batch for CAT 2021. 18th of March, it is the expert batch for IPMAT 2021. And 20th, it's going to be the legend batch 2.0 for CAT 2021. Okay, so these are the batches starting, guys. Make sure if you're really interested, you enroll in our batches, which are really flexible for you, and keep learning, right? So with that short introduction, let me continue the questions that we did in the previous session, that is in the numbers 1. So it's going to be the numbers 2. The session is out and out, so we'll try to do the rest of the questions, all interesting questions. Let's try to do it 100%, right? So We'll go for the first question for the today's session. Come on. Let's try to do it. So I have a question in which a number divided by a divisor leaves a remainder of 35. Okay. So we have a number when it is divided by a divisor, it leaves a remainder of 35. Fine. And 3 times the number divided by the same divisor, it leaves a remainder of 16. Okay, all good. You need to find what is the divisor. Right? You need to find what is the divisor. Come on, guys. Question is all for you. I'll give you the option 1 also. Option 1, it is 89. Okay, option 1, it is 89. So if the options, respective options to be 89, 61, 51 and 83. Right? Come on. And if you have got the answer already, kindly don't forget to mention in the live chat so that I can able to acknowledge it. So let us try to do this. Listen very carefully. You have a number when divided by a divisor, it leaves a remainder of 35, right? And if it is 3 times the number divided by the same divisor, it leaves a remainder of 16. You need to find the divisor here exactly. So listen very carefully. If at all, if I want to start with a solution, let me take n to be the number here. So if n is equal to the divisor, let me take d to be the divisor. N is the number here and d is the divisor. So n into its, n is equal to the divisor into its quotient, plus it gives me a remainder of 35, right? So it's going to be plus 35. Simple as that. And what you need to necessarily remember here is, if your remainder is 35, it is already very clear that your d, the divisor, is absolutely greater than 35. That's what the thing you need to remember here. Okay, so the divisor, it is greater than 35. In that case only, you'll be getting the remainder to be 35, right? And if you go for the second statement here, that is, it starts with 3 times the number. So it's going to be 3n, the number divided by the divisor. So it's going to be the divisor leaves a remainder of 16. So listen carefully. In this case, let me take this to be q1 and let me take this to be the quotient 2. It gives me the remainder 16. That's it. So in first stage, I took q1 to be the quotient which I got in the first statement, and q2 to be the quotient which I got in the second statement, right? And in this case also, I can damn sure say that d, it is greater than 16. The divisor should be greater than 16 as well. Okay, fine, all good. So if at all, what I do here, if I try to, let me take this as equation 1 and let me take this as equation 2. And if I try to multiply this equation 1 into 3, this will exactly give me 3n is equal to 3dq1 plus 35 into 3, if you do, will be getting exactly 105. So let me take this as equation 3. Now, if I try to compare this equation 3 and equation 2, right? If I try to compare equation 3 and equation 2, this thing is absolutely equal. So if the left hand side is equal, I can simply equate the right hand side, right? So d Q2 plus 16 is equal to 3 DQ1 plus 105. Is that simple? So let me take this thing to this side. If I do so, I'll be getting DQ2 in, sorry. So it's going to be DQ2 minus 3 DQ1 is equal to 105 minus 16 you will be getting 89. And if you take D common outside, it's going to be Q2 minus Q1. Yes, Q2 minus 3 Q1 is equal to 89. Such that if you listen very carefully, you know the fact that the divisor D is what you need to find, right? So if you see here, just by looking at the option, you have got the number which is at the right hand side to be 89. So if that is the case, if at all, if I try to multiply 1 with the divisor, that is very simple. If I try to do 89 into 1, I'll be exactly getting 89, right? So simple. So I can simply say that the divisor here is 89, such that if a number divided by a divisor, it leaves a remainder in the first of 35 in the first case, and 3 times the number divided by the divisor, it leaves the remainder of 16 in the second case. Okay, very simple. Listen very carefully. This is what which you have got here. That is the divisor into the quotient 2 minus 3 times of the quotient 1, which will be equal to 89. So from this case, I can say that divisor will be 89. Because why? Because the right hand side which you have got to be the 89. So if I simply multiply divisor into 1, this is going to give me 89. That's it. Okay. Nothing to complicate. A very easy question. If at all, if you try to solve this one by just making equations of 2 and solving it. Okay. A simple question, guys. If you're clear with this, give me a thumbs up. Let's go for the next question. Come on. So the next question for you. A number divided by a divisor leaves a remainder of 28. Okay. 5 times the number divided by the same divisor, it leaves a remainder of 50. Just like the copy paste of the previous question, but the data has been interpreted. So we need to interchange actually. So if you see here in this first statement, you have the remainder to be 28, and in the second statement, you have the remainder to be 50. So make sure you find the appropriate divisor for this question. Come on, guys, try to do this. So what you can do exactly here, listen carefully. The process is absolutely the same. Here you have a number. So let me take n. A number when divided by a divisor, it leaves a remainder of 28. So the number is equal to the divisor into its quotient. Let me take it as q1 plus the remainder to be 28. So this happens to be my very first equation. And if you go for the second statement here, that is 5 times the number divided. So it's going to be 5n. When it is divided by the same divisor, so divisor plus the new quotient q2, it leaves a remainder of 50. So plus 50. So guys, what you need to necessarily remember here, as you know already, you have got the reminder to be 28. So if that is the case, it is clearly understood that D is greater than 28. Like in the same way, in the second equation, you have got the reminder to be 50 such that D is greater than 50. So ultimately, D should be greater than 50. That's what it means, right? So come on, I leave it to you. Try to get me the right option for this. What's going to be the divisor based on the two equations that we have got? Come on. See, one thing what you need to remember necessarily here, no? You already know that the D is greater than 50. So based on ruling out the option, I can simply rule out the option 1 and option 3. But if you see option 2 and option 4, you cannot 100% say that it is 90 or more than one of these. Right? So possibly it could be option 2 only. Let's see, try to do whether we get 90 to be the exact divisor for this question. Okay, come on. So simply what we can do, like how we did the previous question, you simply try to multiply into 5 on both sides for the first equation. If you do so, you'll be getting 5n is equal to 5dq1 plus 28 into 5 will give you 140, right? Let me take this as equation 3. And just by comparing equation 2 and 3, if the left hand sides are equal, I can simply equate the right hand sides, that is dq2 plus 50 is equal to 5q1 plus 140, such that d, if I take common outside, I'll be getting q2 minus 5q1 is equal to 90. That's it. So just by looking at this beautiful equation, I can simply say that if at all, if I substitute the value of the divisor to be 90, if I substitute d to be 90 only, then I can perfectly balance the given statements here. Let's see how it works. If I substitute d to be 90, I'll be getting, which implies q2 minus 5q1 is equal to 1. That's what it becomes. And I can say that q2 is equal to 5 times of q1. As we know already, if it becomes 5 times of the number, then it is a clear fact that the quotient also will become 5 times of the initial quotient. Okay, the quotient for the initial number will become 5 times of the quotient for the final number. Right? That's what it becomes. Okay, so definitely it's going to be undoubtedly option 2. The divisor that we have got here is option 2, 90. That's it. Simple question, guys. Again, a simple question. Let's go for the third one. Let's try to do this. Come on. Again, the same thing. Same process. Absolutely the same. Try to get me the right option for this third question. Come on. A number divided by a divisor leaves a remainder of 5. The same number divided by thrice the divisor leaves a remainder of 50. You need to find the divisor. Guys, listen very carefully. Here in this case, the divisor has been changed. But in the previous two questions, if you try to observe, the number is being changed. The number, it has been changed to 3 times and 5 times. But in this case, third question, if you try to observe this, here the same number is being retained, but the divisor is being made into thrice. So now what we can do exactly here? Come on, get me the right answer for the third question. No, go for it. So let's try to do this. So you have a number here again. So let me take n is equal to, when it is divided by a divisor, it's going to be the divisor into its quotient plus the remainder is 5. So let me take the quotient to be q1. So such that I can imply from here t is greater than 5, right? T is greater than 5, and let me take this equation to be 1. And if you go for the second statement, the same number divided by the thrice the divisor, that is n plus thrice the divisor. So it's going to be 3d into q2 plus the remainder 50. Okay, let me take this as equation 2, such that here d is not actually greater than 50. It is 3d which is greater than 50. That's what you need to imply from this, right? All good. So what we can exactly decode here from this one, if you try to see here, the n on both the left hand sides are the same. So comparing 1 and 2, let me try to equate the right hand sides. That is dq1 plus 5 is equal to 3 dq2 plus 50, right? And I can say d, if I take common outside, it's going to be q1 minus 3 times of q2, which will be equal to 45. That's it, right? So just by looking at it, only if at all, if I try to if I try to substitute d to be which implies d should be 45. Only if d is 45, I can say that q1 is equal to 3 times of q2, right? So it is very simple that if you try to double the divisor, right? Sorry, not doubling. If you try to make the divisor triple, then absolutely the quotient will be 1/4. That's what it means, right? So what actually it conveys, q2 will be 1/3 of q1. If you try to triple the divisor, the quotient for the second case will become 1/3. That's what it means, right? But in the previous case, what you have seen, if you try to increase the number 5 times, the quotient will be increased 5 times. But in this case, if you try to triple the divisor 3 times, the quotient will be reduced to 1/3 of its, right? That's what it means. Okay, the very essential difference you need to carefully understand here. So ultimately, then what's going to be the right option for this? The answer, the divisor for this question, it's going to be option 3, 45. Very simple, right? So the next question for you, come on. A number divided by a divisor leaves a remainder of 7. Okay. The same number divided by twice the divisor leaves a remainder of 57. So you need to find what is the divisor here. Come on. The next question for you guys. Try to do it. So here if you see the number that is when divided by a divisor. So let me take D into Q1. It leaves a remainder of 7. That's it. First equation such that D is greater than 7. Right. And in the second case, what you're doing, you're trying to double the divisor. So the number is exactly the same. So 2 times of the divisor plus the quotient Q2 plus the remainder 57. Such that 2D is greater than 57. Okay. Fine. All good. Now if I simply compare the equation 1 and equation 2, I'll be getting dq1 plus 17 is equal to 2dq2 plus 57, and it gives me d into q1 minus 2q2 is equal to 57 minus 70, 17 you'll be getting this to be 40, right? Okay, the remainder here is 7, right? It's not 17. Fine. So if that is the case, then 57 minus 7 will give me 50, right? So this is what you got. So now if you try to notice here, I know the fact that d into q1 minus 2q2 is equal to 50. So if I say d into q1 minus 2q2, if I take this to be 50, then what will be the value of the divisor? So the divisor, what I'll be getting here is 50, right? So such that if I try to substitute d is equal to 50, I'll be getting q1 is equal to 2 times of q2. So in such a case that if I try to make the divisor become twice, then my quotient will become half of it. That's what it means. Okay, that's what it means. So absolutely the divisor for this question, it's going to be option 1. 50 is actually the divisor. When you try to divide by a divisor, a number leaves a remainder of 7, and if at all if you increase or make it double the divisor for the same number, it leaves the remainder of 57. That's it. Very simple. Okay, simple as that. Next question for you. See, one trick I just want to pitch up here, guys. If at all, if you get a question in which you are making the divisor look double, triple, or 5 times, whatever the case may be, what you can simply do now, without even doing all these sort of calculations, if you simply do, if you simply try to subtract the initial reminder from the final reminder, that is 50 minus 5, you do, ultimately you'll be getting 50 45. That's it. So this is going to be your divisor. Very simple as that. Okay, so when it comes to the divisors, when you're multiplying twice or thrice, whatever the case may be. Okay, I hope you guys are getting it. So this shortcut trick will literally help you to solve this, and you have the next question for you. Let's try to do the fifth one. You have 5 options here given in the ratio. So the number of employees in an organization, if a prime number and is less than, excuse me. So they've clearly said the number of employees in an organization is a prime number and it is less than 300. Okay. So you are asked to find the ratio of the number of employees who are graduates and above to that of the employees who are not. Okay, so you need to first try to sectionalize the number of employees who are graduate and above, and the number of employees who are undergraduate, right? So possibly you need to sectionalize the people and try to get it like in a form of ratio. That is, the number of employees who are graduate is to the number of employees who are not graduate. Okay. Come on, guys. This question is solved for you. Try to master it. So, for this type of questions, no, we can literally proceed it just by the options. Okay, so just by looking at the options, we can possibly arrive at the right options for the, right answer for the given question. Okay. So let's try to do it. So like in this way, if at all, if you try to go for the option sake, The most simple and easiest way what you can simply do here now. First, try to take, let's say this is 87 is to 100, right? So if you go for 87 is to 100, what you can simply do is 87, you can take it to be the number of employees who are graduated, and 100 you can take the number of employees who are not graduated. Okay. So 187, if you try to see whether 187 is actually a prime number. Whether 187 a prime number or not, right? So if you try to cross check it, if it gets divisible by any of the numbers like 2, 3, 7, sorry, 5, 7, and then 11, 13, like in this way, I can say that 187, it exactly gets divisible by 17. So if it gets divisible by 17, I can damn sure say that this is not the right option for the given question. Then you come to, the second option. Try to count it, the number of graduates plus non-graduates. If you count it, you will be getting 189. I can damn sure say that this gets divisible by 3. So again, this is not a prime number. So this will not be the option as well. If you go for the third option, that is 110 plus 111, you'll be getting 221. So if that is the case, 221, if you try to check whether 221 is a prime number or not, this gets exactly divisible by 17, right? I think it goes 13 times. So again, I can say that this is not a prime number. This is not the right option. And if you go for option 4, if you take 97 and 84, it's going to give you 97 plus 84. 181. So 97 plus 84 will give you 181, which is absolutely less than 300. Yeah, all sure. And if you try to see whether 181 is a prime number or not, absolutely 181 is a prime number. If you try to divide this by 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on, this will not get divisible. But if you go for option 5, again, if you try to add this up, how much will you be getting? It's going to be 183. 183 again, absolutely divisible by 3. So if it is divisible by 3, it's not a prime number then. So it gets ruled out. So the only option where you are not getting the sum to be a prime number is option 4. And undoubtedly, the ratio of the employees who are graduated and to that of employees who are not, it is 97 is to 84. That's it. Very simple. Okay. Next question for you. Come on. That is, if n is equal to 0.454545 and it goes on, is written in the simplest fractional form. What is the sum of numerator and denominator? That's your question. So they are telling you it is written in the simplest fractional form. Yeah. Come on, guys. Try to do this. So if you want that to be in a simple national form and they're asking you what is the sum of numerator and a denominator. So as we did it already, Listen very carefully. I know the fact that n is equal to 0.454545 and it goes on. So listen, as we know already, we have did in the previous session. Let me try to multiply this thing into 10. If I do so, I'll be getting, or if I do it with 100, I'll be getting 100 n is equal to 45 minus 4.454545 and it goes on. So let me take this as equation 2 and I take this as equation, sorry, 1 and 2 respectively. And what I do, if I try to simply do 2 minus 1, what I'll be getting here exactly, 100 n minus n will give me 99 n. That's going to be equal to 49.4545 minus 0.4545 will give you 45. And ultimately the value of n will be what then? 45 by 99. If at all, if you try to divide this by 3 table, this will go exactly 15 by 33. And again, you can divide this so that you'll be getting 5 by 11. Right? You have got the simplest fraction here. And they are simply asking you to find what is the sum of numerator and denominator. So the numerator which you have here is 5 and the denominator here is 11. So 5 plus 11 will give you 16. That's it. So the answer it is ultimately option 3. 16 is actually the right answer for the given question. That's it. Clear? And the next question for you. The last digit of 5 power n minus 2 power n is 7. Okay. Then n could be what? Ideally. So listen very carefully. They have given you the last digit of 5 power n minus 2 power n to be 7. The unit digit. They are asking you to find what is the value of n. Okay. Come on guys, try to do this. So as you know already, if it is the case of 5 power n, I can damn sure say that I'll be getting the value of n, whatever, right, from 1, 2, 3, 4, except 0, right, except 0. That is, if I get 5 power 1, I'll be getting the unit digit to be 5. If I get 5 power 2, I'll be getting, see, 5 power 1, it is 5. 5 power 2, it is 25. 5 power 3, it is 125. 5 power 4, it is 625. So, it is always a fact that when you have 5 power n, your unit digit will always be 5. And most importantly, when you have a bigger number, that is, if you have a tens digit as well, your tens digit will always be 2. That's what it means. Okay? Your unit digit will always be 5 and your tens digit will always be 2. Like in this way, as you know already, 2 power 1, if you take it, it's going to be 2. 2 power 2, it is 4. 2 power 3, it is 8. 2 power 4, it is 16. 2 power 5, if you see, 2 power 5, it is 32. So the chain repeats here. So for the first 4 term, the chain repeats for every 4 terms. That is 2 power 6, you see, it is going to be 64. So unit digit will be repeating the same. That's what it means, right? So I can damn sure say that, listen very carefully. They have said 5 power n minus 2 power n is 7. So if that is the case, And you know that 2 power 7 is 128. 2 power 8, it is 256. And it goes on, guys. Yeah, it goes on. So possibly for which the value of n should I substitute? So logically, if you try to see that in 2 power n, for every fourth term, the cycle gets repeated for every unit digit, right? So if that is the case, as I know that unit digit in 5 power n, right? The unit digit in 5 power n, it is 5. And they've clearly said the unit digit in 5 power n minus 2 power n, it is 7. So it's going to be, for the 2 power n, for 2 power n, you have 4 unit digits. That is the unit digit, the choice is what you have for 2 power n. You have 2, 4, 8 and 6. These are the possible unit digits which you can get, right? So if that is the case, from option 1, if you see option 1, you have 100. So if that is the case, from option 1, which you have 100, so if 100 is equal to 4 into multiple, 4 into the multiple of k, so it's going to be 4k, right? So technically, how can I write this? This one I can write it as, let me try to elaborate a little bit so that you can able to understand much better. Listen carefully. So the unit digits for 2 power n, if you see, because of it happens for every 4 terms, it's going to be 4k plus 1, it will be 2, the unit digit will be 2. So 2 power 4k plus 2, if you get, it will be 4. And 2 power 4k plus 3, if you get, it's going to be the unit digit 8. And 2 power 4k plus 4, right? 4k plus 4 or 4. If you 4k, if you get, it's going to be 6. So technically, if you go for the first option, here you're getting 4k absolutely. That's to be 100. 100 is a multiple of 4, right? I can simply say that 4k is equal to 100. And option 2, if you see, option 2, you have 502. I can write this as 502. You simply divide 502 by 4. If you do so, it's going to be 12 times 48 and 2, and then 5 times 20. What is the remainder which you have got? The remainder what you have got is 4k plus 2. So 4k plus 2 will give me 502. And if you go for the option 203, 203 can be written as 4k plus 3. The remainder what you'll be getting when you divide 203 by 4 is 3, right? So 4k plus 3. And if you go for the last option 301, so for 301 you'll be getting 4k plus 1. That's it, very simple. Okay, so from this I can damn sure say that the remainder, if the unit digit what you have got is 5 for the case here for 5 power n, and for the option here for option 4, the unit digit what you have got is 1. So that's going to be 2, such that you'll be getting 5 plus 2, the remainder to be 7 ultimately. That's it. So the answer for this question is 301. That's going to be your possible option where you get the the value of n to be 301, so that you get the last digit or the unit digit. If I try to do 5 power n minus 2 power n to be 7, that's it. Okay, very simple, guys. Is that clear? Good, that's it. So let's go for the next question quickly. Come on. A number divided by 57. Hi Nutan Singh, welcome to the session. A number divided by 51 leaves a remainder of R. The same number divided by 38, it leaves a remainder of 13. Okay? You need to find the value of R if R is an even number. That's your question. Right? So here R is an even number, and the remainder what you got. So you have a number. So let me write it as n is equal to, the number is equal to, it is being divided by 57. 57 is the divisor. So 57 into its quotient. Let me take it as Q1. The remainder what I have got here is R. Very simple. Right? And like in the same way, the same number n, when it is divided by 38, right? So 38 into its quotient Q2, it gives me a remainder of 13. Okay? Much flexible. So n is equal to 38 into Q2, the second quotient, plus 13. Okay? So let me try to put all these data like in a form of tabulation so that you can able to understand much better. Let me take the first row to be quotient, second row to be the number, and the third row to be the remainder which I'll be getting when I try to divide that number by 57. So listen very carefully. If at all, if I take the equation to be 0, if I simply try to substitute in this equation 2, listen very carefully guys. If I substitute Q is equal to 0, the number what I'll be getting here is 13. And the remainder what I'll be getting here, if I try to divide this by 57, I'll be getting 13 again. And if you go for the question to be 1, that is 38 into 1 will give me 38 plus 13. So this is going to give me 51. Right? All good. And if I try to divide 51 by 57, I'll be getting 51 to be the remainder again. If you go for the question to be 2, what exactly you'll be getting? 38 into 2 will give you 76. 76 plus 13 will give you 89. If so, if you try to divide this 89 by 57, this goes exactly, and the remainder what you'll be getting here is what? 32. That is 89 minus 57 you'll be getting the remainder to be 37, right? And if at all, if you go for the equation to be 3, equation to be 3 now, try to substitute 3 to be the equation now in this equation 2. So 38 into 3 if you do, 38 into 3 if you do, you'll be getting it to be 114 plus 13 if you try to add up, you'll be getting 127, right? You'll be getting the number to be 127. And if you try to divide 127 by 57, 57 into 2 will give you 114. So it's going to be 13. The cycle repeats again. Listen carefully. 13 cycle, it repeats again. Let's try to cross check it. Let's go for the 4 to be the quotient, right? If at all, if you try to substitute 4 in place of Q2, you'll be getting 38 into 4, 152, 165, right? So you'll be getting 165. And the question what you'll be getting here exactly, the remainder what you'll be getting here is 51. And if you go for 5, see, the cycle repeats. For every 3 remainder, the cycle repeats. So definitely it's going to be 32. Let's try to cross check whether you get the remainder to be 32 or not. See, listen, 38 into 5 if you do, you'll be getting 190. And 190, if you try to divide this by 57, you'll be getting the remainder to be 32 exactly. So listen carefully guys, for every 3 reminders, the cycle repeats. So if that is the case, listen very carefully, what should be your reminder? If your reminder wants to be an even number, the only even number which you have got here is what? 32. So the answer is going to be absolutely option 2. 32 will exactly be your right answer in this case. Not to complicate here, very simple question. The most flexible answer, if you try to see the reminders which keeps on repeating here, is The reminders which are repeating here is 30, 13, 15, 13, 51 and 32. It keeps on repeating. Again 13 happens, 51 happens, 32 happens. Again it keeps on repeating. The only reminder which is the even number here is 32. That's it. Right? So kindly give me a thumbs up, guys, if you're super clear with this. Let me go for the next question. So you have a 2-digit positive integer x that has the property that when 136 is divided by x, so x is actually a 2-digit positive integer, okay? And the remainder what you have got is 16. What is the sum of all such two-digit positive integers x? So listen very carefully. This thing, again, a vital, important one which needs to be considered. So here the number is 136. So 136, when it is divided by x, right? X is the divisor. You'll be getting the required quotient as well. So x into q, the remainder what you have got, it is 16. That's it. So in this case, the divisor is x. I can damn sure say that x should be greater than 16. Definitely the divisor should be greater than the remainder, right? So here x should be greater than 16. They are simply asking you to find the sum of all such two positive integers x. So guys, listen, if I try to sort out this, I'll be getting x cube, that is the divisor into its quotient, to be 120, if I'm not wrong. I'll be getting it to be 120. Now what I do, simply, I'll take the first row to be x and the second row to be q. We'll do the same process here, right? What you can simply do, let me take 120 first. If I take x to be 120, I can put q to be, I should put q to be 1, so that it is, this is not possible, right? And if at all, if you go for the next divisible, that is, if you put 16, then q will be logically 2, so that you'll be getting, this is sort of okay. Next, if you go for the next thing, 30, next divisible 30, then q will be logically 4, so that you'll be getting it to be okay. And if you go for the next one, that is 40, then q is going to be 3. It's okay considered. Then if you go for till the last one, then what are the next multiple divisors of 120? If you go for 24, this will give you 5, sort of okay. If you go for 20, this will give you 6, sort of okay. And go for the last thing, no? If you go for the next thing, what? 15 for the value of x, this will give you what? 8. And if you go for the next thing, for the value of x to be 12, this will give you 10. Okay, so listen very carefully. They have said, and the fact that x is greater than 16, right? So it needs to be automatically eliminated. So the possible values which I can get it from here, it is right from 120, see 120 to 20. Okay, so if that is the case, I can simply add this up. If I try to add this thing, 60 plus 30 will give you 90, 90 plus 40, 130, 154, 174. So the summation of these things, these two-digit numbers, summation of these things will exactly give me 174. The sum of two-digit positive integers, it's going to be 174. That's it, guys. Very simple. Is that clear? Easy question again. I cannot simply take the question to be 1. That's the reason why I'm trying to exclude this from adding it. Okay. If you cannot take the question to be 1, why? Because if you try to take the number 136 and if you try to divide it by 1, you'll be getting the question to be 1 itself. So probably this is not practically possible. So excluding this, you'll be getting the rest of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 2-digit positive integers. Try to add all of these. You'll be getting the answer exactly. Okay, clear? So that's it, guys. We have come to the conclusion for today's session. Hopefully in the next interesting questions, in the next sessions, we'll try to catch up with live. And if you're really interested, kindly don't forget to take a 10% off using my discount code. And please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel as well. So signing off with this. Have a good day, everyone. Bye bye. See you.